Hi, my name is Dike and welcome to the Femme Embodiment Quest. Today is day number 19 and we're going to be working with the theme or the word stillness, which means that today's practice includes a 5-minute silent sitting meditation practice. So the sort of more classical meditation practice that you maybe have seen or know about, where we're finding a space where our spine can be straight, where we can be naturally relaxed, but still active enough to really allow ourselves to become a witness of our body, our mind, our emotions. And basically the idea is that we allow ourselves to sort of expand and to lean back into this space of awareness and stillness within. So almost like we are allowing ourselves to become the sky, or that's what we're going to be practicing. And your thoughts, your feelings, sensations are like the clouds that are moving in the sky, coming and going. Another beautiful way to think about the silent sitting meditation practice, where we're really practicing that sense of creating more awareness and mindfulness, is imagining that you are basically, instead of being the movie and everything is happening to you and it's so alive and it's so real, you're taking a moment to sort of lean back, almost like you're going to sit into the cinema chair, and this time you're just observing your life, your thoughts, your sensations happening on that movie screen. Now, this skill of stillness is really, really essential if we want to find this really grounded, centered, feminine power space within. Because the feminine and our feminine essence and power is not just only about finding flow and allowing ourselves to feel and receive and surrender. It actually comes also with the ability to balance that out and to create this wholesome feeling, this really grounded feminine essence, feminine power, which also basically gives you the space to be like, hey, sometimes I'm going into full expression mode, allowing myself to be soft and juicy and alive. And sometimes there's moments where I actually need to create that stillness to balance that out, and actually practicing just taking a moment to pause before I straight away act or react. And that's what today's practice is about. Now, because we tend to live in a very busy life and stillness is not very common, it can be quite new or challenging to just sit in stillness for 5 minutes. That's for sure what happened to me when I did my very first meditation. And one way in which I like to sort of combine and make my meditation a little bit more wholesome is that I'll do a little bit of movement and really connecting to that feminine essence, really dropping more out of my head into my body, making that initial body connection, and then from there dropping into stillness. So that's what we're going to be doing today. 1 bell marks the start. 3 bells marks the end. In the beginning, I give a few little instructions to really get into that more bodied connecting space, that more feminine space, to give your feminine energy a little bit of time to also, be alive and like move whatever needs to be moved, shake out any stress. And then we're going to be dropping into that stillness space. I won't be giving any instructions there, but the 3 bells mark the end. Okay. For a moment, you can close down your eyes. You can place your hands in front of your chest in a prayer. And sitting with that intention, that word of today, stillness. It's so important these days that we really create moments of stillness, that we keep practicing stillness. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to sort of like shake out your hands for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And give your body a little shake and a shimmy. Give your arms now a shake, not just your hands. Also your arms are shaking. Another deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out, maybe even with a sound. And now also giving your shoulders, your upper body a little shake and a shimmy. Deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. So we're doing a little initial cleanse which will support us in making it easier to sit still. You can stretch out your legs for a moment, giving your legs a little shake, also a little shimmy. So we're shaking off any excess stress or adrenaline. Taking another deep breath in. Beautiful. One more breath here, shaking whatever part of your body feels like it needs a little good shake and a shimmy. Beautiful. And then from here, you can stretch out one leg. So folding in one leg, just creating a little bit of a hamstring stretch. And at the same time, just connecting, squeezing your leg for a moment. Creating that physical connection with yourself. And doing that also on the other side. So stretching one leg out, the other leg folds in. A little bit of a hamstring stretch. And again, just feeling your leg. Maybe some grounded squeezes. Beautiful. And then from here, coming to sit in a cross-legged seated position. I like to sit on a little bolster, lifting my hips up, creating a little bit more space in my hips and for my spine to naturally be straight. Because basically for this meditation practice, this silent sitting, you want to find a space in your body when your spine can sort of like naturally relax and be up straight without you having to create too much effort or tension or muscle tension there. Another position could be more sitting in this kind of style, could also be on a pillow. And if it's all really uncomfortable for your knees, you can always sit on a chair, but I invite you to stay off leaning against something too much, specifically if it's just 5 minutes. So taking a few moments here to find that space for yourself. And then hands-wise, you can place your hands resting in your lap. In that case, I recommend right hand on top of left, and you can put your thumbs together like this. You can also have your hands on your knees. You can even place your index and thumb together. And then from there, we're going to be closing our eyes soon. And before we do that, just a few little moments to caress your face, your jaw, making some weird sounds. Playing a little bit, letting go of any sort of initial thoughts or busyness still of the mind. So you can do a few moments here of a little gibberish, so speaking sort of like a made-up language. Blah 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 Okay. And then from here, one more deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, sighing it out. And then closing your eyes. Dropping into that space of stillness. And then from that space, you're going to commit to the next 5 minutes of just sitting in stillness. Allowing yourself to become a witness of your body, your mind, your emotions. And so it's not about having no clouds in that sky. Clouds are natural, it's normal, but there might be moments where there are barely any. There might be moments where the sky is full of clouds. So it's not about getting or trying to get rid of the clouds. Remember that. You're just being a witness. You're just committing to just sitting in stillness. So no fidgeting, no moving around. Just becoming aware of what's happening in your body, your mind, and your emotions. And those 3 bells mark the end of this silent sitting meditation. You can place your hands in front of your chest and just taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up. And remember to take this stillness into the rest of your day. Thank you. Now, remember, I created a free workbook that goes alongside this Femme Embodiment Quest. If you haven't signed up yet to receive that free workbook, I invite you to check out the link below this video, type in your email so I can send that free workbook your way. It's specifically designed to support you to go even deeper, to keep you accountable, and to help you reflect and integrate. So go check out that free workbook.